We are here at Armonk Cars and Coffee this Sunday morning. Kind of cloudy, but not terrible weather morning right now. So let's see what we have and let's jump right into it, because I already got a few good clips of some supercars just driving by. Stay tuned and enjoy the show.
Oh, imagine that.
here we have a very nice E92 M3 in orange. If you guys don't already know, the E92 is probably my favorite M3 generation along with the E30. But this spec is just gorgeous. The orange color, it kind of reminds me of some of the 1Ms you sometimes see in orange. But wow, definitely a future classic, and they're already starting to shoot up in price. You can see we have that along with some of the other Subarus. Ooh, that's a nice C6 Z06 too. And it sounds good. Might have to catch a clip of that. Here we have this legendary Viper RT10. Now, as you can tell, this is actually the original Viper from the early 90s. And not only that, but it's a V10. So quite insane, as we all know. Sports car icon, or even supercar, some say, based off of the legendary Shelby Cobra. Let's catch a video. Over here we have what I think is the star of today's show, the Ferrari 430 Scuderia 16M Spider. Just a gorgeous spec on this, red with the black stripes and the coolest rims ever. Like, this is, don't get me wrong, this is one of my dream cars. One of only 499 too, so it's very rare. And nowadays they trade hands for around 600,000, believe it or not. And I think they're gonna continue appreciating in value due to the rarity. This is a gorgeous car. You can't go wrong with a Scud, but a 16M is next level. Powered by a 510 horsepower, 4.3 liter naturally aspirated V8. Oh, it just sounds like a symphony once you hear this. I've got to stay until this leaves so we could get a few good clips of this amazing, legendary car. So to check out some of the other cool supercars or sports cars we have here, like a lot of the Porsche 911s, as you can see. This one is a 50th anniversary heritage edition, very limited and quite unique and rare for a modern day Porsche 911. And it's a turbo too, forgot about that. Here we have a nice E46 M3 with gold rims. We have two RS3s, one in this yellow color, one in lime green. That's something you don't see too often. Actually, three RS3s. Two of the newer generation and one from the previous gen. Over here, we have a very nice 911 turbo, along with a GT3 RS, looking quite cool also, 991.2 3RS. You can see we have the golden rims on both of them. I prefer the rims on the GT3 RS over the turbo. That's just for rims, not which car I prefer. Over here we have a Model 3 with gold rims too, or bronze I should say. Why do I keep saying gold? But yeah, anyways, just kind of out of the ordinary, especially for a car show, because it's a car you see every day, and it's honestly not that exciting anymore, Model 3. I'm sorry to say this for you Tesla owners, but I wouldn't bring my Model 3 if I had one to a car show and park it next to these supercars like the GT3 RS and all the other stuff that is here. You could see here we have one of the original R8s, carbon fiber lever too. Looking pretty nice, all blacked out, along with a very nice, in my opinion, Ferrari F430, but nothing compared to that red Scud. Still a great car. I'd love to own a normal F430. If it's 360 for me, it's just a dream come true. Just look at this. Like, this looks really nice and gray with the leather interior. Like, this is like kind of like what, when I think of Ferraris from the 2000s, this is the interior spec I think of. So yeah, you can never go wrong with any F430. Sounds so good. Here we have one of the most iconic muscle cars of the late 60s and early 70s, the Chevelle SS. Not only is it a stock Chevelle SS, but this is modified. You can see we have the big block motor. I could tell that isn't stock because when I heard this thing come in, it was pretty loud, but it sounded good, don't get me wrong. So only imagine how much horsepower this example makes if they were making, like, I think it was 450 horsepower stock around the year 1970 for the Chevelle, which was crazy for the time. So only imagine how much a modified Chevelle SS would make. Here we go, guys. The Scud's about to leave. This is gonna be insane. Let's be as quick as possible so we don't miss any clips of this. Guys, we just caught some amazing clips of that 430 Scud 16M and a Porsche 991.2 GT3 RS. It was insane. Like, the 3RS, they put the pedal to the metal all the way and floored it. It sounded so good. I was blown away by it. But anyway, we still have this C6 ZR1 right here, a car you don't see too often, especially a C6 model. So yeah, and in yellow too. Like, I don't even see too many yellow Corvettes these days. So this is quite nice to see, with the black and yellow spec too. You still do have this very nice McLaren 600 LT that is still here. Earlier an Artura left, which you guys might have saw in my video. I'll try to get the clip up. But yeah, very nice spec on this 600 LT. I enjoy like it in this color of like kind of like the red orangish interior. So yeah, if you have 200,000, then this is a pretty good option. Or you could just get a 570S for like low 100s. Maybe soon the 570 would be the next great supercar under 100K, or best car for the money. But don't get me wrong, 100K and especially 200K is still not cheap. I'm just saying, for the price, I think the 600 LT is one of the best supercars you could buy for around 200,000. I guess we'll call it a wrap right here. We still have a few cars left, but I've been here for like 3 hours already, and I've seen a lot of good stuff coming in and leaving, and we did get some good photos for Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at LRF Car Spots. Same thing with TikTok at LRF Cars, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Have a good day and enjoy.